Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone. In this video, I'll be demonstrating various Linux commands to fulfill the requirements operating system midterm examination. My name is Tria Anini Banuati, with student name 09031282328060 from Information System student at Sriwijaya University. Let's get started. Now, let's get started with creating and manipulating directories and files in Linux. The first task is to create a directory structure. Now, I'll be creating a main directory with my student name and name followed by 3 subdirectories, that is document, code, and arsip. As you can see, we have successfully created our main directory with the 3 subdirectories. The ls strip l a command show us detail list with permission, ownership, size, and creation date of each item. The next part is file manipulation. Now, let's create and manipulate some files as required. The first step is create identitas.txt in the document directory, and the next step is verify the file was created and check its contents. Next, copy the file to the arsip directory with a new name and move the original file to the code directory. And the last step is display the contents of the backup file with command cat /home/mahasiswa/name_arsip/identitas_backup.txt. The cat command confirms that our file has the correct content. The next part is access permission. Now, let's work with file permission and ownership. Step is set file permission for read and write for owner, read for group, and nothing for others with the command. And next step is check the permission. Next, change ownership to root staff. And the last step is check the new ownership and permission with command ls strip l/home/mahasiswa/name/arsip/identitas_backup.txt. In the command, the chmod640 command sets the permission as required: read write for the owner in the number 6, read only for the group in the number 4, and no access for others in the number 0. Then I change the ownership to root staff, and the ls strip l commands confirm our change were applied correctly. And the next part is symbolic links. The first step is create the reference files with command echo. Ini adalah dokumentasi sistem operasi milik Tria Andini Banuwati dengan NIM 0903-1282-3280-60 /home/mahasiswa/name_referency_name.txt. And next, create a symbolic link to the reference file and display the files with their attribute. With command ls-home/mahasiswa/name_name/ and next modify the original file with command echo. Dokumentasi telah diperbarui oleh Tria Andini Banuwati /home/mahasiswa/name_references_name.txt. And last step is check the content of the symbolic link. With command cat /home/mahasiswa/name_name/shortcut_name.txt. After I have created the reference file and symbolic link pointing to it, notice how the symbolic link appears in the directory listing with an arrow showing what it points to. When I modified the original file, reading the symbolic link shows the update content. This happens because a symbolic link is just a pointer to the original file, not a copy its contents. And the last part is user mask. Let's explore the umask command and how it affects file permission. The first step is check the current umask value with umask. Next, change the umask to 0 to 7 with command umask 0 to 7 and create a new file with command echo. This is a test file for umask /home/mahasiswa/name_name/data_. The conclusion is, after we finish the examination, we have successfully 1. Create a directory structure with proper naming. 2. Create, copy, and move files. 3. Set file permission and ownership. 4. Create and demonstrate symbolic links. Last, explore umask and its effects on file permission. Alright everyone, that concludes my explanation for operating system midterm examination from creating directories, manipulation file, to control access management in Linux. I hope this explanation helps you understand about concept we have learned. If you have any question or further clarification, feel free to discuss it class or reach me out directly. Thank you for your attention. See you in the next video.